scheduling on our side. The power will go off at 6 o'clock. The training will still continue. Everything in our house works except for the lights when load shedding starts. So just keep in mind. Okay. Okay, I think let's begin the session. Otherwise, we are going to run over time, and there's going to be a bit of a clash between me and the next instructors, etc. So I'm going to start with a quick introduction of who I am. Then I will just give you a brief explanation where we fit into lead, where DOXIT fits into lead and your casework. And then I will proceed to explain to you how the system works and then the features that you're going to be used. And then we can then end off with a few questions from your side, etc. Can I also please ask, I can hear not everybody's mics are muted. Please mute your mic on your side. I see I can't do it on my side. So please just mute it in order for us to keep the background noise as low as possible. I'm also currently working from home. I also have a husband, I also have a dog, so I try to keep the dog as quiet as possible, which is not always possible. So just bear with me regarding the background noise. I also can't see any names. So if you have a question, you can just give me just unmute yourself. You can start talking to me. I won't be offended if you interrupt me. As I said, I do have background noise on my side. Okay, let's just wait for it to clear a bit. Okay, so as I explained, DOXIT is a secure exchanging platform, and where we fit into the, just give me a minute. Okay, so the dog is quiet now. So where we fit into casework and within lead and with everything there, is DOXIT is a secure exchanging platform that we mainly develop for legal practitioners. One of our directors is also an advocate, and he helped us develop this program in order to make it user-friendly and understandable for legal practitioners within lead and outside of lead as well. So we started working with the lead schools back in 2020, and then we developed into it being implemented in Inisa, Johannesburg was actually our first school, but like in Polokwane, Durban, etc. Now, Inisa, you guys are my biggest group that I have. I think you are over 500 students. So that's why we split it everything up into, 100 participants each night. So it will be a bit manageable for me as well, and then for you in order to ask questions, so I don't go over our session. So I know Sakiswa allocated specific dates and specific times for everybody to join, but if you feel like after tonight you want to rejoin, maybe tomorrow's or Friday's session or whenever, because you didn't grasp everything correctly, you're more than welcome to rejoin it more than once. So that is fine. Just keep that in mind. And let's say, for example, well, you guys have training tonight, but let's say your power goes out and you can't be here tonight, you can rejoin tomorrow. A lot of questions that came forward during today as well as last week Fridays, do you have to attend every evening? You don't have to. You can only attend the evening that is mentioned for you to attend. The training is going to be straight out the exact same thing from Monday to Friday. Okay, and then the last thing, I will keep the chat box open here from there. So don't stress. I will get to the chats. I will get to your questions. And if you aren't registered or the questions regarding registration, let's handle it outside of the training. Otherwise, we're going to be here forever. So if you have not registered on the DOXIT platform, send me a WhatsApp. I will give you my details afterwards. Or send me an email, and then we can handle it tomorrow morning to get you registered. So that's not, if you're not registered by tonight, it's fine. Don't stress too much. Just bear with me in what I'm doing. Then there's also an assignment. Okay, there you see the power went off, so I will just put off my camera then. Okay, there's also an assignment on DOXIT, etc. Like how you're going to use it. You have to create your court bundle. So the assignment is conducted on today's training. It's not something that you can learn or that you can open a book. It's not stuff like that. You're going to physically have to do what I'm doing today on the system. It gives me understanding that you know how the system works. It gives you a bit of training before your casework starts. And then when casework starts, you will understand the system and you know how to use it. So once you're done with your assignments, you send it back to me, I mark it, and if you get 70% and above, you will also get a DOXIT certificate stating that you undergo DOXIT training, you understand how it works, you understand how to work with electronic documents, so you will also get a certificate after the assignment. So I know within in university, your pass rate is 50%. If you're not muted, just mute yourself. So let's just continue. I don't have the authority to mute everybody. Okay, so let's
Ronald,
go on.
please unmute yourself. Please mute yourself.
Sorry, there are people making a lot of noise. We cannot hear very clearly.
No.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, now that's settled. Your assignment, I will send it out next week, Monday, on the 18th. So just make sure that you are registered before then. Otherwise, you won't get the assignment. Okay, then where DOXIT fits into casework. When casework starts, you have to create your court bundles. You have to send it. You have to do this. So that was mainly done by hand, but then we introduced DOXIT within the lead schools. And now every school has their own way of doing implementing DOXIT. But as I understand it, within casework, you actually have to do your documents on DOXIT. You have to compile your court bundles, and you're using DOXIT as a communication system between you and the instructors. So as well as other students, I will show you how to do everything. So you compile your court bundle or whatever you need to compile, and you send it via DOXIT to your instructors in order to get their feedback, to see where we went wrong. So this is actually just a system that you're going to be using during casework. So you have to understand how it works. You have to, well, I recommend doing the assignment firstly for the certificate, but secondly for you guys to just get a little bit of a feel for how DOXIT is. During your assignment, I will also be online. I will be on WhatsApp. I will be there to help you if you need assistance. There's how-to videos. We did put a lot of effort in to make everything manageable, and so everybody can also understand. So just bear with me and I will be there for you. Okay, that was a quick introduction, who I am, what we are, how we work with LEAD. So I will stop from time to time to ask if you have questions. Please keep in mind, keep the admin questions for maybe over email, WhatsApp, or phone call. We can sort registration issues, etc., outside of the classroom. But within, I will stop. I will explain something again. If you don't understand how it works, or if you have any questions, we can go from there. Okay, can you guys see my screen? You can. Okay.
No. Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, no. Now?
No.
Not. Okay, let's stop. Open the screen one. Okay, can everybody see it now?
No.
No, we can no longer see you, unfortunately.
Okay, let's see. I'm not sure because it's showing it is presenting on my side. Tasha, can you see the screen that's presenting?
No, but I can also not see.
Okay, I'm wondering what's wrong because it's showing on my side that I can present and it is presenting. So,
Just one moment for me.
no problem.
Maybe it's a good idea to log off and on again. Then we'll show.
Okay. Okay, Tasha, do you want me to log out and in again?
Vida, we can see the screen now.
Okay, cool. Good.
Yes, we can.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Tasha, for the help. Okay, so just a quick overview of the layout of DOXIT. If you're following on your computer as well, you're more than happy to. I don't think you will be able to do much if you don't have any documents uploaded. So I do recommend following with me, but you can keep it open and just see, not do any functions, but see how it works. So for the students that did register, I did send you 2 documents. I'll send you a very important one being a presentation. I think it's 13 or 15 pages long, I'm not sure now. But what it means, what it contains a bit of information of how we work with lead students and how you use it within casework. So I highly recommend going through that presentation. If you didn't receive it yet, do not stress. I am going through the list tomorrow in order to send it out again. So I'm sending it as soon as you start to register. So if you don't have it, don't stress. I will send it to you tomorrow. Okay, just an overview of the layout. My layout will look exactly like yours, except for the documents. I already uploaded documents. You won't have any documents uploaded yet. Okay, my name, Vida, surname, and then VPE0018. That little VPE0018, that's my DOXIT ID. If you logged into your phone or your screen on your DOXIT site, you'll see you will have your own unique ID. Please make sure that you use this ID when you log into DOXIT. Either use your DOXIT ID, your national ID, or your email address. So those 3 are your user login ID. And then the password is the password that you generated yourself. So if you forgot your password, there's a forgot password link. You fill in the details and you follow the steps that is being emailed to you. So the login is very straightforward. If you're having trouble with your logins, please let me know and we can sort it from there on. Then you have all of your tools. Move to workspace, send, merge, extract, code bundle, a lot of tools that you can use. You have access to all of the tools because you're a lead student. You have access to everything on the platform. Then you have these 3 features on your right-hand side. Then your document workspace, very important aspect of DOXIT. We will get to it now. And then your received and sent. If you don't have a received and sent yet, don't stress. That's because we didn't send you anything yet. As soon as somebody sends you something or communicates with you, your received and sent of documents will appear and you will be able to have a whole track record of everything. Okay. Document workspace is a very important thing of DOXIT. The same way that you guys get to work or get to class, okay, you don't go to class, but the same way that you guys are taking a piece of paper out, placing it on a desk in order to work on it, that's how DOXIT works. The same way you need to upload your files onto your document workspace, and as soon as it's in your document workspace, you can start to work on it from there on. You can start to merge, send, board packs, code bundles, etc. So you can use all of the tools then. There are some of the tools that you can also use within your receive and send site, like the sign and annotate, which is quite a powerful tool that we developed over the year. But we are not going into much detail of every feature. If you'd like to have more detail regarding how DOXIT fully works, you can send me a WhatsApp and I will talk to you. But I'm not going to explain everything on the system because that's going to take us 2 to 3 hours. I'm just going to explain you the main features that the students use in order to communicate and complete their casework. Okay. I also want to point out, you have 2 rules on DOXIT. You have a private rule and you have a, I think, 2022.2 INISA student rule. So the INISA student rules, the one that you use during casework, this one allows you to communicate with instructors as well as your other students. Your private rule, that's a default rule. You can use it whenever, let's say you want to use it in personal use, you can, or you want to use it within your work environment, you can use your private rule for it. So it's exactly what it says, it's for private use. Okay, the features that I'm going to explain to you is your merge feature today. I'm going to explain to you your sign and annotation feature, how to sign documents electronically. I'm going to explain to you your code bundle feature, which is a very important feature during casework. And then again, your sending feature, also a very important feature because that's a feature that you will be using to communicate with one another. If you get lost or if I'm going too fast, stop me, raise your, unmute yourself and raise your hand. I don't have my double screens here, I only work on my laptop now. So just unmute yourself, tell me to go a bit slower, or maybe to explain it again. I'm happy to do so. Okay, so I'm going to start with how to upload your documents, and then we're going to merge them. Once they merge, we're going to sign the affidavit. Once the affidavit is signed, we're creating our court bundle, which is going to create volumes as well as indexes files and insert pagination. And then we're going to take that court bundle and we are going to send it to the specific person we need to send it to. Okay, before I start, is there any questions from anyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Can
Yes.
I ask? Yes, thank you. I think the first thing that we see on the app is that we must select a role. So I
Okay.
don't know then how do we move from there?
Okay, let me show you. Just want to make sure that, do you see something like this?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, I do have a lot of rules, don't pay attention to it. Yours will say 2022.2 student INISA. Just click on it and it will take you to that workspace where I was now.
Okay, thank you.
No
Let me-
problem.
Can I just ask a question in terms of POPI compliance?
Yeah.
In terms of the documents that we would upload onto DOXIT, who else would have access from administrator point of view in terms of POPI protection?
Okay, so the all purpose of DOXIT in the beginning, well, no, it's still the all purpose, but it is POPI compliant. So nobody will see the documents that you upload onto DOXIT. There is a DOXIT administrator, like for example, in our company, our director is our DOXIT administrator. For company use, regarding the DOXIT admin, they can see which documents is being exchanged in a business environment. Because let's say, for example, in our environment, our director is obviously the director of the company, and he has access to everything that's been exchanged, because those documents that you are exchanging within company use and company documents is documents that belongs to the company. Regarding in your private use, when you upload documents, there's no way that anybody else can see it. If they have your password and your login ID, yes, then they can actually log in and see your stuff. So that's why your password, password's your own risk. You need to keep it private, like you keep your bank passwords private, etc. So within your private rule, nobody can see it. Within a business organization, DOXIT admin, which call it the administrators of DOXIT, is the DOXIT admin. They have access to managing your roles and managing the people that come and go in your company. That's why it's important for a company to, if they want to buy DOXIT, to register under the company name. So when you leave, let's say, for example, when I resign, I can't take any documents with me because those documents belong to the company. But regarding POPIA and everything, I can send you a lot of information. They were busy doing it the last, I'm not sure how many months. We got everything sorted out because it was a bit of a mess getting hold of POPIA and this and that. So if you'd like to have more information regarding it, I can send everything to you. Just send me your email address via WhatsApp. For the student to ask the question. Okay, cool.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
I'm trying to register, but it's asking me for a promo code.
You don't have to insert a promo code, so you can just skip that part.
So it's not allowing me to further go through. It's telling me about input form errors.
Okay, you have to see on your screen somewhere, there should be something that you didn't fill in, but it's not the promo code. The promo code you can leave blank.
Am I able to only register when I get an email from you, or because I just went to Google and put in app/DOXIT?
It's fine. You can use that way to register as well.
Okay.
The only difference between you registering that way is you won't have your student role right away, but you follow the registration process through now, and then I will just create your role tomorrow. So it's not a problem. Is there any more questions? Okay, as I said, you can unmute yourself. I think the student that asked me the question was Leon regarding the POPIA. So I will give you a lot of more information regarding it. I'm not going to handle everything now, otherwise it's going to take too much time.
Thank you.
Sorry, Vida.
Yes.
It seems Precious also has a question. Precious, just ask your question because Vida, I can't see your hand.
Precious, do you still have a question for me?
Yes, I've got a question here.
Yes.
Yeah, you earlier indicated that you may communicate with us through the WhatsApp.
Yes.
Can you perhaps assist us with your WhatsApp number that we can maybe...
I will send it afterwards when we are done. I will send it just in the chat box. What I will also do is I will also create a WhatsApp group. I will share it with one student. I'm sure you have many other groups. Just share it with the other students in order for everybody to join. That group can get a bit hectic because you're a lot of students. So just know that you can get a lot of messages, but you don't have to join. It's not compulsory. Okay, but I will share my contact details afterwards with everybody. Okay, any more questions? Yes, this hand raised. Okay, the hand is gone now.
Sorry. Sorry, could I advise perhaps you take the questions after you've shown us how the DOXIT works?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say now. So if you have questions, I will stay a bit online afterwards. But for those who don't have questions, they can then enjoy the rest of the evening. But I see we do have time to, we'll have time to explain everything. Okay, so I'm just going to start to explain how to upload your documents, then we're going to merge them together. So when you upload documents, there are two ways of uploading them. You can either upload them from your from the computer, like for example, I created documents within Word or Excel somewhere, and it's saved on my hard drive and I would like to upload it. That's the first method. The second method is, let's say for example, somebody sent you documents over DOXIT, it's in your received or send of document workspace, you can just move it up to your document workspace. So the first method is if it is on your hard drive somewhere, the cloud with the arrow pointing up. You can see when you hover over it, it says upload files. You just click on it and it uploads your file explorer for you, opens up file explorer for you. Then you select the documents wherever you saved it on your computer somewhere. You select the one document or the 10 or 20 that you'd like to upload. You click on open and it automatically uploads. I do want to point out a question that came forward last time is how many documents can you upload? They didn't put a limit on how many documents you upload, but if you upload like thousands, you are going to get a bit of technical errors and it's going to be a bit slow. I think 1,000 documents is a bit of an exaggeration, as we never saw somebody upload that many files. And then the other thing, is there like a limit on the file? Oh, I can't think of it now, but how big the file is. That file is limited to 100 meg. Now 100 meg is a very large file regarding a PDF file because that's close to a 1,000-page document. So that's the only limit that we have on the document itself. So that was the first method. Again, the arrow with the arrow with the cloud, meaning you can upload files from your hard drive. The second method is, let's say for example, somebody sent me something and it's on my receipt side. Let's just use this one. And I need to include this one in the bundle or need to merge it into something else. You move it up to your document workspace. Then you first select the document by clicking on this little white box. It will give you a blue check mark saying that we've selected one document. And then you click on copy to workspace. Then it automatically moves up. You get a little information box which you can just close. And now your file is uploaded onto your document workspace. So that's the two methods. I think when casework starts, you use the upload from hard drive more. But as soon as you start to collaborate and you work with your firm members and they send you stuff, you might use the other method as well. When I send you the assignment, you're going to use the second method when you upload it from your received onto your document workspace. I'm going to delete this one. We're not going to use it just for this one as well. Okay, so once your files are uploaded, I just uploaded 6 files, which I want to point out are not templates. I can't send them to you. It's going to be no use for you. It's not going to help you in any way possible during your casework. So this is just template documents I use for training purposes. So I already uploaded 6 documents. Now I want to merge them, and then we're going to sign the affidavit. So in order to physically merge these documents, we have to select them first. So we need to select them in order for the system to understand, okay, which document it needs to merge, because we can only merge the first 2. We don't have to merge all 6 of them. So you select your files by clicking on that little checkbox, again, just for blue check mark. So I know with one of our clients, I think they upload 20 documents which they need to merge and create in a board pack. So selecting 20 files by hand can be quite a process. So you can select all of the documents by clicking on this little 0, the gray 0, and it selects all of the documents automatically for you. So once you've selected the files, you will see some of the tools disappeared. We only have send, merge, and paginate available. That's because we selected multiple files. So only a few features work when you select 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, when you select more than one file. So as soon as we're going to select one file again to work with, there are a lot of more features that we can use. So I selected all 6 files now. The first thing that I noticed, maybe the order of the files are wrong. I would like to have my ID appear second, and then bank statement, then order of court, unless the filing of notice needs to appear last. So we can rearrange them before we merge. You do it by clicking on the gray cross, dragging, releasing where you want it to be. Again, clicking, dragging, release. So you can rearrange them before you merge them. There's also a rearrange tool when you have, let's say you uploaded a file of 100 pages and you need to rearrange some pages within that document. There is a specific tool for it which you can also use. So once your files is rearranged in the correct order, you just click on merge. So last semester students didn't have these little labels, so they needed to figure out which one is merge, which one's paginate. We included the labels. They said it's going to be easier, so we did include it for you, so you can just quickly see, okay, merge, click on it. As soon as you click on it, this is a very easy feature. This is one of our most used features, but also one of the easiest ones to use. So you'll see the subject matter is already filled in for you. You can change it. Let's say you want to make it pleadings, you just put in pleadings. Case number doesn't necessarily have to be a case number. You can put in a invoice number, you can put in a date, whatever you would like to have. We named it a case number because it was mainly developed for legal practitioners. Sender reference, again, optional. You don't have to include it. So I'm just going to include it to show you. Create board pack. This is a feature that we implemented for one of our clients. So you don't have to use it. I don't think you guys use board packs in your life as a legal practitioner. I'm not quite sure. But please do not click on it during your casework or the assignment as well that you're going to do. Otherwise, this is going to insert tag numbers. It's going to insert like little headings, which we don't want at this moment. So you can just leave it unchecked. It is unchecked by default. Then saving method. There are 3 ways to save your document in DOXIT. You can either replace your original uploaded documents, which means all 60 files that you see in the background will disappear and the new merge file will be there. You can save this new uploaded document, meaning all 6 files will still remain there and the 7th file will be added, and that's the merge file. Or you can preview it in your browser. I don't recommend using preview in browser. It's going to open up a new tab like this one here, and you don't have it saved onto DOXIT somewhere. I highly recommend using either the first or the second one, because we're going to use this document and going to send it, and we're going to do a lot of stuff more. So rather the first or the second one. Just going to leave mine as default where we replace all 6 files. So once you're done, you click on merge. Takes a few seconds. This is quite a large file. 87 pages long. It says it's 2.0 meg, just for us to have an indication of how big it is, and then your subject matter. The 2.0 meg, what I wanted to point out, which I almost forgot, is it doesn't necessarily have to be documents that you upload. So let's say, for example, you uploaded your 50 meg file. You can work on it, etc. But the thing is, why we put it there is you can send large files over DOXIT. So with legal practitioners, what our one director said to us is he has a big problem sending his court bundles over email, because email only limits you to 4 meg. I think it's 4 meg, I can be wrong, but I think it only limits you to 4 meg. So what he needs to do is he needs to split it into 5 or 6 different emails and then send it off. So with DOXIT, you can send 100 meg over the platform, which is also I think it's quite cool. I've never worked with files over 4 or 5 meg, but I am sure you guys will. And then we also implemented it that you can send it to people that are on the system and that aren't, but we'll get to it.
Sorry, ma'am.
Yes.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm creating the DOXIT now. Should I select sector personal?
Yeah, you can just select personal or legal, whatever you would like.
Because I'm not admitted yet. I haven't written the admissions exam yet, so I must select personal.
Yeah, you can select personal. It won't affect anything on the DOXIT platform.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, there's another hand raised. Okay. Okay, so you can just interrupt me again if anybody has questions. So the second thing that I'm going to explain to you is how to sign documents electronically. So what I want to point out before I show you is that you need to make sure that some documents you can't sign electronically. I know, for example, which the principal of Durban told me is, for example, affidavits. Affidavits needs to be signed by wet ink signatures. So there are some stuff that you can sign electronically, and then some documents that still require wet ink signatures. So just make sure that when you use... Yes.
Sorry to interrupt again, ma'am. Is it advisable that we complete this course and then register for the admission exam?
I can't give you any information.
Board exam.
Yeah, I can't give you any information regarding your exams or anything else. I can just give you information.
No, what I mean is the board exam to be admitted as an attorney.
Brother,
Yeah.
it's got nothing to do with the board exam.
Different platform.
Just to make things easy. Cheers.
Yeah, okay. So what they said is true. I can't help you regarding anything within. I don't have knowledge regarding your lead course and what it contains and your exams and your board stuff. I myself am not a legal practitioner. I studied business, and I can only give you advice regarding DOXIT and how you can use DOXIT and when issues come up during casework regarding DOXIT. I can't give you any information regarding the exams or anything else. So I'm sorry, you have to contact Sakiswa or some of the staff members at Lead Unisa themselves. Okay, so I hope it answers your questions. Let's then continue. So as I said, regarding the e-signatures, just make sure that the documents that you actually can sign, you can sign with DOXIT. I'm going to sign an affidavit now, but an affidavit actually needs to be signed in wet ink. So that's just a little bit of stuff that that a person should figure out. For example, we signed when we bought a house, we signed it electronically, but some documents within the buying a house can't be signed electronically, which we only learned a few months ago. So just do your own research regarding those things. I don't know all of the documents, I just know some of them. But I will show you how to sign it with DOXIT. For our medical aid, we sign with DOXIT. Most of the documents you can sign with DOXIT. Okay, so to sign a document with DOXIT, you first need to upload your signature. We made it very easy now to upload. And then the second thing Yeah, as soon as your signature is uploaded, you also can upload an initial as well as a stamp. I'm not sure if you guys still use stamps. Some people do, some don't, but you can also upload a stamp. So I'm going to select the file, and then you go to sign and annotate. So that's the AA, it says add electronic signatures. As soon as I click on it, you will see that there are other stuff that you can do, like add symbols, reduction, touch up, and you can add text. Usually when you sign a document, you need to add text to a document, etc. And then there's a little bit of shortcut, which you can just click drag. So I will show you how it looks. Regarding the signature, I think that's very important. They put it here, signatures and stamp. I'm going to open a barcode now. Please do not scan the barcode on the screen, because if you're going to scan my barcode and you're going to upload your signature the way that I'm using my barcode, your signature is going to upload onto my platform, onto my DOXIT, and then I will be able to see it. So please do not do it. One of the Durban students did it. We quickly erased everything, etc. But please don't do it. Just upload it on your own DOXIT with your own barcode. So as soon as you upload your signature, I usually recommend upload with phone. When you click on upload with phone, it gives you this barcode. You will have your own unique one. Please do not scan this one. So what you do now is you take your cell phone, you scan it. It will take you to a website where it says draw signature or take a picture of your signature. You can draw your signature. If you click on it, you have it like a little notepad and you just draw your signature with your hand. It's actually very easier than I thought because I didn't use that method. The second one says take a picture. That's the method I followed. When I clicked on take picture, I made my signature on a white piece of paper without any lines. So it's a blank piece of paper. The reason why I say it, last year somebody uploaded something on a green piece of paper and it just uploaded as a blank black block. So just make sure it's a white piece of paper and then your signature. So make your signature on it, take your picture. It will then automatically upload onto DOXIT, automatically remove the background for you, so it's only your pen mark showing, and it will also be a high resolution picture. So I recommend using this scan QR code thing. The other classes didn't have it this way, and it was a bit of a disaster getting your signature onto DOXIT. So we made this as fast as possible. So either use this, if you're struggling with it, I will help you outside of this training in order to get your signature uploaded. But I think this is very easy to do. So as soon as you did all of your stuff on your phone, it will automatically upload, like my initial as well as my signature is uploaded. So now you can just sign your document. So usually you put in signed at Pretoria on this. You see guys, I told you don't scan my barcode. It's going to upload onto my platform. So if you did scan my barcode, no, please do not do it. Go to your own DOXIT platform. I'm not sure who did it, but you will see what happens when you use my barcode now. I'm just going to delete yours, just so you know it is off. Okay, so usually when you signed a document, you say signed at Pretoria on this date with your signature. So you click on your signature, you place it down. So you can see there's no white background, it's a high resolution picture, so placing my signature down. I signed it at, there's a little location shortcut. I do want to point out it's not that accurate. I'm not sure why. I'm not in Randburg, but if you see that your location is different from where you are, just click on text, place it down, double click and start to type where you are. So we signed it at Pretoria on the date. We click on today's date, we place it down. So now the affidavit is fully signed. You can also have other features like redact. Let's say that businessman was classified, we can redact it. You can add symbols. So there's a lot of other stuff that you can also do. Then I think also a cool feature which I implemented is initial every page button. So this is also new. I know when we first introduced it into in LEAD, INISA, they needed to do it by hand, initial every page, which is quite a lot of pages. 87 pages is quite a lot. to do it by hand. So you can just click on initial every page, select your initial, and then every page of the specific document will be initialed. So you can play around with sign in, annotate, but I think this is the basics that you can be using. When you're done signing, you're done adding everything, you just click on generate document. So just take a few seconds. This is quite a large file, which is now going to be signed. So as soon as the changes are applied, it's going to take you back to your document workspace. I'm just going to open the thumbnail view just to show that first page and the last page is signed. A thing that I see most of the students do is they click on the thumbnail and they see the first and the last page, and they get freaked out because I think it's 2 pages. You can just click on View PDF and it will open up all 87 pages for you. So it will just show you the first and the last page, the thumbnail. Okay, so we are almost done. I'm going to show you 2 more features, 3 actually. The chord bundle, the send, and then a shared workspace. Shared workspace is also a feature that was implemented by one of the lead students in 2020. I will go into more detail, but what I want to point out is if you have recommendations or something that you would like to, maybe if you see this way can simplify how you're doing things, just direct it to me. We do send it to IT and we do work on it. Okay, so I'm going to explain the chord bundle feature to you again. Again, select your page, the file that we're working on, and click on chord bundle. Chord bundle is not a complex tool, but it is a bit more complex than the merge feature. You can see there's a lot of other stuff that you need to fill in. So subject matter, case number, sender reference, that will automatically be filled in because we filled it in when we merged this file together. Saving method, again, the 3 methods: replace, original document, save as new upload document, or preview in browser. Preview in browser, don't recommend using. Maybe use the first or the second one because we're going to send this to the instructor when we're done. So let's just leave it as replace original document. Pages per volume. So pages per volume is, I think it's a very self-explanatory, but pages per volume is how many pages you would like to have in your first, your second, your third, your fourth, your fifth volume. So you can specify your amount of pages. I'm not sure during casework if your instructor tells you that they would like to have 5 pages or 10 pages per volume. And again, I'm not sure within your work environments if maybe the court or somebody tells you they would like to have 50 pages per volume. But usually you just insert the pages you would like to, how many pages you would like to have per volume. So for example, I'm going to use 30 just for example, because we have 87 pages, meaning we're going to have 3 volumes, each with its own header document, its own index, and then pagination. So I just type in 30. When I typed in 30, you will see this automatically became 3, it converted into 3. Include overflow pages in last bundle threshold. What this means is, let's say for example, we worked with 105 pages documents and we specified 50 pages per volume. The first bundles, our first volume is going to be 50, second 50. Now there's only 5 pages still left. Usually 5 pages is when it's less than 10% of your pages per volume. They usually just add it to the last volume, meaning your last volume is going to be 55 pages. So that's what the last bundle threshold means, meaning if there's if there's not enough papers or not enough pages to create a whole new bundle, you just add it to the last bundle. So this will automatically convert into 10%, so you don't have to think too much about it. Pagination position. Very self-explanatory where your pagination should be displayed. Top right, top left, top center, middle left. So somebody asked me, how's this different from numbering the pages? Not different at all. It's exactly what it is. It's going to number the pages for you. So you can just choose where your pagination position should be. I'm going to leave mine top right. I think most of the courts would like to have it top right, so that's why it's by default the 1. Then insert cover page. So over the last year, there was a lot of debate regarding a cover page. Do we call it a cover page? Do we call it a filing sheet? Do we call it a header document? So we figured that every person has their own terminology around it. Some instructors thought it's a filing sheet, others says no, it's a cover page. So I'm sure everybody, the NISA students usually know what a cover page is. I'm assuming it's because most of you work. A cover page is basically, remember I'm not an attorney, so I can't be wrong, but I got one from our attorney, and it's basically saying that this is taking place in the magistrate court, it's between A and B, this is case number this. So I'm very sure that you guys know what it is, but you can include one. Some legal practitioners don't include one, so they just uncheck it, so you don't have to include one. Within your assignment, you do need to include one. I'm not sure if they're going to require it within casework as well. So I'm just going to explain it with one. Continue index on cover page. Last year, one of the instructors says that some courts would like to have the index continue on your cover page. So let's say, for example, the cover page was only half of the page. Then your index automatically starts there. Other people say that no, they want to have the index start on page 2 and page 1 is only dedicated for the cover page. You can also have it, you just need to uncheck it. So I'm going to leave it checked just to show you how it looks like. Then how to include your cover page. There are 3 methods. Either design it within DOXIT, select the existing uploaded document, or upload one from your hard drive. I never explain the middle one. It's going to make your life complicated. You need to go out of this tool, back into this tool, this and that. It's very complicated. I'm not going to explain it at all. Most of the students use the first option, compose a new document. When you click on it, it opens up a little Word window for you. It's not Word, but it works exactly like Word, where you can just start to type in. So let's say this is Magistrate Court. It's case number. You can style it any way that you would like. It's between firm A versus firm B. Okay. So I said I'm not a legal practitioner. I'm not entirely sure how all of this should look like. The one that we got was very basic. So I'm also just going to include a basic one, but I'm sure you guys know what it is. So when you include it using your in DOXIT, you just do it on this little window key, and then you just go over to your the next step. If you want to include it using the last one, this is where you upload the document from your hard drive. So whenever let's say I created my header within Word, I saved it as a PDF, and now I just want to upload it. You use the last one. So when you click on it, it says, here's my header that I created, and you click on it and it opens, and then this will automatically be your header document before each volume that before every pages, so before each volume. I'm going to use the first one, otherwise we can't use include continue index on cover page. But those are the two options that I recommend using. You can explore with the middle option. I don't even explore with it, it's just too difficult. It just takes a lot of time, so use the first or the last one. So when you're done with your cover page, you move over to the last step where it says enter title text. Enter title text, what you do here is you enter physically, you enter the text for that specific document. So you don't have to do it before every document, only before every page section. This is the heading for that page section. So for example, this is the affidavit, we name affidavit. Affidavit only 1 page long, ID starts, we put in ID. Bank statement, we put in bank statement. Bank statement is page 3 and page 4. Because this is still part of a bank statement, you don't enter the title text there. So what the system does, it takes your title text that you insert and it converts it into your indexes. So if you're going to put it before every page, it's going to be a very long index and it's going to be a bit confusing. So just before every page section. So again, this is the order of court. Let's say order of court continued up until page, I want to take it over page 30, so just over page 30. Let's say it continued up until page 36, and on page 37 your pleading starts. So we put in pleadings. Let's say pleadings continued up until page 60, and on 61 your summons starts. You just put in summons. So you're putting the heading for that specific page section. Because I know the court bundle is a bit of a mouthful, so I'm going to stop here if anybody has questions. Otherwise, we're going to have to go through the merging dispros, a lot of stuff again before we create the court bundle. So is there anybody that would like me to answer a question or explain it again?
Hi, can I just
Yes.
ask, what if, let's take page, what is it, page 37, there's pleadings, then just below it there is summons. What if pleadings fine are on page 37, but also maybe the summons are also on the same page? What do you do then there? Let's say they are both on the same page. Can you change the page numbers there to indicate that they're both found on the same page?
You can't, okay, I understand what you mean. Let's say, just want to make sure that I understand what you mean. Let's say, for example, your pleadings was just half a page and then your summons started on the other half. Now you need to include the title text. So yeah, there's not a way that you can do it. Yeah, there's no way that you're actually the first person that asked me it. I will definitely suggest this tomorrow to them because I can see that it's going to become a problem.
But it couldn't be like that if they're separate PDF documents in any event.
Okay,
can you force a page break?
You can't force a page break in your court bundle, but somebody else just talked again. I'm not sure who talked.
I was just saying they're separate PDF documents, so they can't be on the same page.
Yeah, that's what what you actually said, which I also thought about now. Yeah.
So probably we'll just leave a space. Let's say if the pleadings goes all the way up until maybe half the page, you can just leave the empty space, then go to the next page for the summons, maybe.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, guys, I can't see your name. So if I address you, it's going to be very rude because I'm going to say that guy. So what the previous person just said to me, which makes sense, which I actually forgot, is when you merge these files, your pleadings is our own PDF document, your summons is our own PDF document, and then we merge them together. So there's no way they're going to start on the exact same page because, like, let me show you what I mean.
Oh, no, it actually makes.
Yeah, so let's say, for example, the bank statement, it stopped on this page, but this order of call didn't start on it because it was two different PDF files which we merged into one. So it's automatically going to start on a new page. Does it make sense?
Thank you very much. Thanks, Barry. It made sense.
Okay, cool. Okay, thank you for the student that helped me remember. I almost didn't think it through now. Is there any other questions?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I'm not sure if I'm taking you back, but you show us the two methods of uploading, and then you said in our assignment we were required to do the second one. So I wondered if we would have a time, so they can please show us the second one again.
Yeah, I will show you afterwards. When we're done with the code bundle, I will show you how it looks. We're going to go a bit over time, so just keep in mind. Okay, I see you guys are talking about your exams in the chat, so I'm just going to not dismiss it, but I'm not going to read through it now because I don't see anything regarding the DOXIT. That was questions there. Okay, so if there's no more questions, you just click on create board pack, create code bundle. I will show you how it looks like when we're done, just so everybody can see.
Please excuse me, I have a question.
Yes.
Please, can we edit the files once we upload them? Let's assume you realize after uploading that you have a mistake on the file. Do you have to start the whole process again, or you can edit the file whilst you are doing stuff on it, or during the courts, what's it called? Courts board. Yeah. Like when you're working on the courts board, could you also edit documents apart from signing?
Okay, I'm gonna rephrase it just different, just so I understand. So let's say, for example, you make a spelling mistake or something, and you would just like to correct it.
Exactly.
Okay. So with DOXIT is mainly a PDF compilation tool. So when you do your Word file and you see there's a mistake in it, a spelling mistake, you're going to have to correct it on your Word file. A PDF file is a file that is not there in order. You can't edit it at all. It's like a final document. So you can't edit the text on DOXIT because it's a final product that you're working on. Small PDF compilation tools. So if you made like a spelling mistake or maybe forgot to insert a heading somewhere, you will have to do it on your Word document and then upload it again.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. I will maybe no, I will definitely recommend it to them. Remember, I'm also not a developer, so I'm not sure how much time everybody has to do. The developers have to take regarding some of the suggestions, but I can suggest it and see if it's possible. Okay, I'm just going to show you how your code bundle would look like, so you guys have an understanding. So you will see this was the filing sheet or the cover page that I included. It was only a bit of a page, so that's why the index continued on your cover page. So first it's going to be a consolidated index, which is, continues the index of 1, 2, and 3, because we have 3 volumes. So first volume, cover page starts, your index 1 of 3. The index for the first volume is going to be affidavit, ID, bank statement, order of court. Then when you scroll down, your first volume starts, page 1, page 2. 3, 4. So this goes up until page 30 because we specified 30 pages per volume. After page 30, a new volume is starting, so it's going to have its own cover page, its own index, and then pagination is going to continue 31, 32, 33. Because this is still part of the same document, it's just split into manageable volumes in order to manage stuff a bit easier or to manage all of those paperwork. So please. The pagination won't start over again, it will just continue. So again, the same will happen after page 60. After page 60, new volume is starting, so new cover page, new index, 61, 62. So this goes on up until 87. So questions that came forward before you guys also asked me it. This is not hyperlinked, your indexes, they aren't hyperlinked, they are bookmarks, so you can go to your left-hand side, depending on what browser you're using, you can quickly navigate through it this way. Second thing that the students ask is, can you insert columns into it? You can't insert columns yet. We did raise it up with the developers, and I will check in this week how far it is going with them to implement it. So those are just the 2 questions that came forward mostly during the training sessions.
So if I, for instance, spelled affidavit wrong on the left, would you be able to change that, or do you have to go through the whole process again?
You will have to go through the whole process again. That is a bit of a hassle. So if you go through, let's say I spelled affidavit wrong, you can recover your document by clicking on your recycle bin. Just need to, okay, that's the 87-page document, and you can restore it, but then you will have to go through the code bundle process again. So actually, what they're also working on is like an undo button, so you don't have to do everything again and again, which is also was a bit frustrating for me at some time as well. So I think it's on their priority list to have an undo button as well. But yeah, you will have to do it again if you spelled something wrong. Yeah. So any more questions?
Does it automatically change whatever the format of whatever you upload into PDF? Let's say you upload something on Word. Do I actually have to change it myself to PDF, or once I upload it, it will automatically change it to PDF?
Yeah, okay. So once you upload any files onto DOXIT, it will convert it into a PDF. So I could have uploaded a image, a Word file, and a PDF, and I could merge all 3 formats together, and the final document will be a PDF document. The other thing that you can also do is you can upload a Word file, because regarding the whole POPI question in the beginning, you can use DOXIT to share well, sensitive information. So if you need to upload a Word file and you need to physically share it with somebody, you can send it and they can choose to download it as a Word or a PDF. But as soon as you use like the cord bundle feature, the final product or the final file will be a PDF file. Yes. Okay. I hope it answered your question.
Yes, you did.
Cool. Okay, for the student that asked how to upload documents using the second method, the first one was the arrow. The second one is, let's say some student, maybe you guys sent me a document back, and I need to include it into my cord bundle. It will be on my receipt side. You just select it and then click on copy to workspace. Then it will automatically move up, giving you this little information box. So there's the document. So that was the second method of uploading a document. Okay, I'm going to explain the last thing, which is sending. Sending is very easy. I know we are a bit over time. So just click on the document you would like to send. Click on send. You will see it gives you the option to use a role, organization, or cell phone number. So I usually keep the documents in my workspace because I need to send documents to most of the students. So it is a bit of hassle for me to upload it, send it, then it's gone. I need to upload it again. So you can, this is just preference stuff. So you can choose if you would like to have it stay in your workspace after sending, or if you would like to have it, it's not going to disappear. It's just going to move out of the document workspace if you don't check it. So, but that's just preference. User, role, organization name, cell phone number. You can just type in the name of the person you're sending it to. So let's say, for example, I'm sending this to Walter. He is our managing director, by the way. So this I'm just sending it to him. And maybe let's say we're sending it to Donald as well, which is one of my colleagues. And you send it to him. So as you saw, I just started to type in their names and a drop-down list will appear. The same will happen with you guys within your INISA organization. When you in your INISA role, you type in, let's say, for example, let's say Tasha is one of your instructors. You can just type in her name. A drop-down list will appear with her name and you click on it. If you're using this within personal use and you're going to, let's say maybe you need to send your bank statement to somebody, and you don't want to use email because it's not secure, you want to use DOXIT because it is secure. But that person is not on DOXIT. You can still be sending it to them. I'm going to use a random name now. So as you can see, there's 3 drop-downs that appeared. The first one, you can enter the name, a cell phone number, and then an email address. Great, we'll give my name because that was my cell phone number. So you just fill in all 3. The cell phone number is optional. You don't have to fill it in because in corporate and stuff like that, you don't always have the cell phone number. Cell phone number is optional. If you enter a cell phone number, it's just going to add a bit of security. It's going to give it's going to send an OTP for the other user before they can open it. So that's optional. You don't need to enter it. But the email address is very crucial, and then obviously just a name. And when you're done, you just click on this little plus sign, and then it will automatically be sent to them as well. So for them, what they will receive is they will receive it within their email accounts with a big red download button. They click on it and they will be able to download the document. And then you will just go on and I will show you where you can see that they have actually viewed it. So as soon as you entered your recipient names, you can enter hi, C for attention, or whatever you need to tell those people. And then there's a lot of stuff, as I said, regarding signatures. You can enable in sequence sign. You can add a QR code to your signature. So what it does is adds a little QR code next to your signature. So when you scan it, it actually gives you a verification that that person signed it. Or you can just enable that both of them need to sign it. So they can sign it and it automatically gets updated within your inbox. I don't think this is a feature that you will be mainly using within casework, but for the students that would like to find out more about the signing within DOXIT, it's quite a powerful feature. We developed it drastically over the 2 months. So just send me a WhatsApp. I will send you everything that you need to know. So when you're done, you click on send, 15 seconds. So it gives you 15 seconds before this document is delivered. Let's say I see it's the wrong document, you can still cancel it. If your 15 seconds run out, they will receive a SMS and an email notification saying that you've sent them something. I am pretty sure everybody of us sent a WhatsApp to the wrong person and we deleted it. It says this message has been deleted. So they know you sent them something, they just don't know what. So with DOXIT, it works the same. You can also revoke it. So let's say I send it after an hour, I see it's the wrong message. I can still cancel or revoke it. Let's just do it for Donald. What will happen now is he will receive an email saying that I've revoked a document. Let's say after 10 hours, you see it's the wrong document and that person already viewed it and already downloaded it onto their computer. You can still revoke it, but there's no way that we can physically delete stuff that you already downloaded. We can only revoke on DOXIT. Same way with the WhatsApp. If you send it to somebody, they read the information, they knew what you wanted to say, they already have it in their minds implemented. So it's the same with the document. The sooner you delete it, the better. So just keep in mind that you can revoke at any time. Then this little box is just so it's hidden on yours, so you can clear up your received and sent off side. I know the instructors wanted it, and we only implemented it last week. Okay, the last feature, I think this is the last one, shared workspaces. You can add 6 or 7 or 8 workspaces, stating that how you want your documents organized within DOXIT, and you can also share it. So add a workspace. Let's say I'm firm A, we work together on a group. I'm the director of firm A, and now I want to upload documents in this workspace and all of my firm members can see it and work on it. So I click on the share workspace. I select my 4 people. Let's select 4 people. Then we say, or 3 people, we say share. As soon as you click share, it's a blue workspace now, stating that whenever document I upload here, those other 3 people will also be able to see and will also be able to work on it. So this was, again, the feature implemented by this one student. She was a firm director and she wanted to upload the files so everybody can see it, verify it's correct. Then she created a code bundle and sent it off to the instructor. Yeah, so that's just a shared workspace. Okay, so as I explained, there are a lot of other features, paginate, extract, rearrange. You can check it out on your own time. It is very easy to use. It's also on the website, step by step, how to use them. So you can, and there's also YouTube videos of how it works. So you can go into depth with everything. And I am also there on a helpline to help you guys. So I'm going to just delete this one now. Okay, I think that is all for today. We are a bit over time. Let me just... Okay, I see somebody ask, how do we paginate an original? What do you mean with an original?
Good evening, Vida.
Hi.
I just want to know, can we export documents from the app to our hard drives?
You can, yes, yes. So you just click on this little arrow pointing down that says PDF, and then it downloads it to your computer on your download folder. Is that what you meant?
Yes, thank you so much.
Cool.
Not a question, just a comment. I had some evidence bundles that I had to put together today, and I normally use another application, but I thought I would try DOXIT, and it's definitely the easiest application I've used to do pagination.
I'm so glad somebody said it, because I know a lot of students do struggle a bit with it. So I'm very happy to hear that you used it before.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I mean, the other application I use takes a lot longer and it's a lot more complex. This was just as simple as scanning them in, dragging them to the workspace and paginating them. I'm glad to hear. Thank you.
How's this different from case lines? It's not that different. The only difference is that case lines is connected to the courts. So and where DOXIT is not connected to the courts, so you can't send it via DOXIT to courts. I'm not sure. I heard there's some stuff going on with case lines, so I'm not sure exactly where they are now within their whole business thing, but it's not that different. Can we merge PDFs that are encrypted? What do you mean with encrypted? Like password protected?
Hi, yes, I mean password protected.
Okay, so if your documents are password protected, I don't think you can. No, you will have to unprotect it first. Let's just make
so you can unprotect them on this.
Yeah, that's what I want to show you now. Let's say, for example, oh no, let's just upload a one. I need to find one now, but okay, I will just explain to you. When you upload a file that is password protected, there will be a tool there that says you can unlock it. Let's see if I can upload this one now. If I download it. They also actually added it this last week. Okay, this is now password protected, so it gives you this little option. So you can click to strip the PDF password. So you can click on it, you type in the password that you generated, and it will unlock it. And now you can merge it and paginate and everything that you need to do with it. Yeah.
And then you can print it and it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, you can send it to them. Remember, then the password it's off now, so you don't, like when you upload your bank statement and you remove the password and you send it, they don't have to enter a password then again.
Okay, thank you so much. And one more is PDFs that have protections on them. You can't print them. Does this change that? Some of the UNISA, these PLT manuals that are available online are not available to be printed. It's got the permission access denied, something.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how they upload. It's the first time that I hear of something like it. What I will do is I will ask Lisa to maybe just send me one of those files, then I can upload it and see how it works on DOXIT. It's the first time that I hear of something like it.
Okay, thank you so much. Because
there's quite a few applications that unlock
manual.
Hi, Vida. I just wanted to ask about the assignment on Monday. Is there could you shed some more light on it? Is it going to be due on the day? Do we do it via DOXIT? And lastly, just there's a lot of inquiries on the different groups about whether people have to attend every day, the lectures, sorry, and whether, it's just sufficient to take part in one of the lectures for the week. Can you just clarify it again one more time for all of us, including my first question, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Your first question I forgot. Just give me a minute. Your second question is regarding regarding your attendance. You don't have to attend every class. No. Today's training that you experience, the students tomorrow will experience. I split it up into 100 people per session just to make it manageable for me, as well as I can't imagine having 500 students and maybe 100 has questions. We're going to sit here for 3 hours, so it's just a bit more manageable. But if you feel like today you didn't understand anything, you're more than welcome to rejoin tomorrow. Your first question regarding the assignment, no, you don't have to submit it the exact same date. You do need to do it on DOXIT. You're going to have to do exactly what I did today. Like merge them, create a call bundle, and send it back to me.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I will give you 2 weeks to do it. It all depends. I'm not sure if you have exams somewhere today or this week.
We have one on Thursday.
On Thursday, okay. Okay, no, it's fine. I will communicate with Sakisha. Usually I give it 2 weeks and then we mark it and then I'll send out the certificates afterwards.
Sorry, is there a user's manual that we can have?
There is not a user's manual. I see it is in the chat as well. Let me go to our website. We didn't write a user manual because we do so many updates monthly. It's just going to be too much work to update the manual as well. But if you go to our website, there's a features, and then you click on send.
Oh, okay.
And it gives you all of the steps as well as a YouTube video of how to do it.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks.
No problem.
Can I ask a question on the shared workplace? Like, who gets to delete stuff? Is it the person who actually uploaded them? Because I understand once you upload anything there, it's available for everyone to see, you know. But now, can someone else get to delete whatever I've uploaded there?
Yeah, they can. Okay, let's just make a test workspace. Let me show you something quickly. So let's say, for example, just you as a member would like to upload documents and remove documents. You can say add and remove document. You can put a restriction on it. So you can say only the workspace owner can do it or allow all of the people to do it. So if, let's say you're the director and you would like just to upload and download it, then you just restrict it to yourself. So you can still upload them and they can still view it and see how it looks, but they can't download them or do anything, some of the features as well as delete them. So if you would like to do it that way, maybe just put a restriction on it then.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Sorry, can we log off now if we don't have any more questions?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cool. Bye-bye. If you don't have any more questions, you're more than welcome to enjoy the rest of your evening. I will stay up until past. So it's 13 minutes for those who have questions. You can ask me. It's a pleasure.
Hi, Vida.
Yes.
Sir, it's more of a suggestion than a question, but with the different sections that we can select in respect of the indexing. So like you did, you divided it into 3 different sections for 30 pages. So what I've come across is that sometimes we divide it up into like pleadings, notices, and discovery. So, but they're not necessarily equal length in pages. So maybe a feature that could customize the page ranges depending on the different sections would be useful in that regard.
One of the instructors also mentioned it, and they are currently working on it because we didn't know that was actually a requirement. So they are working on it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I'm going to answer all of your questions now. I just want to point out I did put my WhatsApp number on the group. Please note that this is a work cell phone. This is not my personal cell phone, so I'm not that active during evenings on it. But I am active during the day, and then my email address is also there. Okay, the question, how do you access the documents? So I can't send you the documents. It is just templates. You can just upload your own dummy documents and work on it from there on. You don't need my documents in order to use it. You can upload any kind of documents and just work on it from there on. Okay, so if there's no more questions, pleasure. If there's no more questions,
Hi, Vita. So the assignment next week will be on how to make use of this platform.
Yes, you're going to have to do everything that I explained to you today, and then there's one thing extra. You're going to have to rotate the page, which I didn't explain today, but it's going to be physically. You're going to have to create a call bundle, merge it, sign it, and then send it back to me. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, you said we can also practice by looking in your website the YouTube video.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So with DOXIT, in there are YouTube videos which gives where I physically explain it again and take you through the steps. So you can just go on the website and let's say you want to see how to create a quote bundle, you can click on it. And there's also a YouTube video of how to create a quote bundle. So that's just extra helplines for you to do it, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, there's another hand raised. Okay, if there is no more questions, you guys are more than welcome to log off. I'm not sure if you have class after mine, but
Hello?
yes.
I think I lost connection earlier.
No problem.
So to add a document, what do we click on? Click or drop files?
So you can click on this arrow, cloud with the arrow pointing up. It will take you to your file explorer where you can just upload them. Or you can click on this, let's say somebody sent it to you, you need to move it up. You can just click on it and copy to workspace and it moves it up to your document workspace again. So either the arrow with the cloud with the arrow, you can upload, or the second method of just moving them from your received and sent to your workspace.
Okay.
Okay.
So those documents now, we can put any documents in there.
Yes, you can. If you would like to upload dummy documents, you can do that. It's not a problem. You can upload any kind of documents.
And we can edit it and add a title and stuff.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Is there any more questions from anybody?
Vida?
Yes.
Hello. Yes, I just wanted to ask with regard to this class, maybe I didn't hear you clearly. So, because I've seen something talking about name being arranged alphabetically. So, I wanted to know whether tomorrow it's a continuation or you will do the same thing that you were doing today.
No, I will just do the same thing that I was doing today. So if you want to, you can rejoin tomorrow if you missed some stuff today. But if you feel confident and you understand how the system works, then you don't have to rejoin tomorrow again, no.
Okay, no, thanks, ma'am.
Okay.
Evening, ma'am.
Yes.
When will this test come out online now?
So I will send the assignment out on the 18th, which is next week, Monday, and then you will have 2 weeks to do it.
Thank you.
Okay. For the students that, sorry.
Yeah, you have given us example with 6 documents that you merged. I want to check how many documents must one have in the workspace. Say, for an example, I've got about 50 pages. How do I hover around to sort them out so that I can finally merge them?
So you would like to rearrange them first before merging, is that what you're asking me?
That's correct. And will I be able to see all of them at the workspace? Because the workspace for me, it can, for an example, accommodate the 6 pages that we have seen here. So if there are more than that you cannot see them on your screen as we are looking at it, how does it work?
Let me upload. Let me upload these dummy documents again, and I will just upload them again just to show you that. Okay, let's say, for example, we uploaded quite a few documents now, so I can see there are a lot of documents now in my document workspace. So before you merge them, you can rearrange them. This one's not going to work because it's encrypted. But before you merge them, so let's select all of them to merge them together. And then you can rearrange them by clicking on the gray cross, placing this one first, moving this one to maybe last, including those two, dragging them. So you can rearrange them first, and then when you're happy with the order, then you click on merge, and then you can just merge them. So what will happen now is, because we selected original uploaded document replacing, is going to replace all of the files with just this one file. Did I understand your question correct?
Thank you, and you have answered it. Thank you very
Cool.
much.
Cool. Okay. If there's no more questions, guys, you are really more than welcome to leave. Okay, for the
Thank you
students.
for the session.
No problem. The students that want to be part of